Hey, welcome back, gamers. This is Chad Gaming 808, and today I'm going to cover patch 1.13.5 that just happened today. So, during that, we got a 90-day login, which was nice. We've been so long without one. It's honestly about time they brought one back in. So, the first 90 days, we have some pretty decent stuff. You got a Void Shard, one Clan Boss key, 5-star chicken, another key. These are okay. They're nothing major, but it's definitely a nice to have because we didn't have anything before. So at the end of the first 30 days, you're going to get this new character, Dark Elhain. And just like all the other champions in Raid, she looks absolutely amazing. Like, I love the way that bow looks. So my understanding is she is supposed to be a counter for Tormin. So let's get into her kit and find out. She is an epic attack champion in the Undead Horde. Okay, she attacks one enemy, decreases the target's max HP by 30% of the damage inflicted. Interesting, that's the same as one of the gear sets we have. It's a little underwhelming. I don't know about Tormin, but I can see her A1 being useful in the Ice Golem. On the Ice Golem ads, his little minions, they're always coming back, so the more she hits them, they're going to come back with less and less life. I can definitely see that being a good move there. Her A2 places a 50% increase attack buff on this champion for 2 turns, then attacks all enemies. Has a 50% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. So we all know we love AoE attacks. We always want to attack everyone. So we increase our speed and decrease the speed of our enemy. This is pretty decent. Anytime we can lower their speed so we get more turns in, that always benefits us. So that's a decent move. Her passive fills this champion's turn meter by 25% and instantly activates the Death Mastery skill whenever this champion or an ally receives a frozen debuff. Okay, so someone on your team gets frozen, then she's going to activate this. Wait, that doesn't make sense. So someone gets frozen, she's going to remove the frozen debuff, and then she's going to buff them? So if I'm reading this correctly, this seems really weird. It's going to be interesting if it works this way. So someone on your team is going to get frozen, even her. So she's going to remove the buff. She's going to remove the freeze, and then she's going to add a buff, which is going to trigger for possible refreezing. That's a horrible skill. So I'm frozen. Okay, now I'm unfrozen. I'm going to make myself stronger with increased attack. Oh, I'm frozen again. Not... Wow, that's going to be really bad if that's how it is. Okay, and her Ascended skill instantly removes any freeze debuff on this champion and replaces them with a 30% increased crit rate buff and a 30% increased crit damage buff and a 15% strength buff whenever an enemy places a freeze debuff on this champion. Okay, again, she's going to get frozen. She's going to remove it. She's going to add a buff, and she's going to get frozen. I really fail to see how she's going to be a counter for Tormin. It's actually going to be pretty hilarious when she's frozen, unfrozen, frozen. So she'll be interesting to play around with. So after the next 30 days, let's see. Okay, we're getting a little better gear. We got some 5-star glyphs, and we got 2 of them. 5-star chicken. I like the potions. I'm always happy to get those. I apologize for that. I usually silence my my phone. Sorry about that. And we get, at the end of the next 30 days, we get another champion. And it's a attack epic. Lordly from the Banner Lords. He looks pretty cool. Kind of a assassin look to him. Interesting. I always love the artwork on this game. Alright, so his first attack, attack one enemy 2 times. That's always fantastic on an A1. Places an extra hit if the target is under 50% heal reduction. Places 2 extra hits if the target is under 100% heal reduction. Okay, so on an A1 that would be really good. Assuming the rest of his kit he applies one, but if not, if you pair him with a Cold Heart, I can see this guy being very useful. And it doesn't look like he places it. So yeah, you definitely have to pair him with a Cold Heart. So his second attack is attack one enemy, has a 75% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns, decreases the target's turn meter by 20% if the decreased speed buff is placed. I like this one a lot. Again, anytime we can mess with turn meter and we get more chances, that is always a bonus for us. And his ascended is place a 30% reflect damage buff and a 15% continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns. This is a 5 turn. We can get it down to a 4. So what he can do is really good. It's kind of disappointing that it's on a 4 turn cooldown when booked. You know, a 3 would be really nice, so then you'd only have 1 turn of down. One's a little disappointing, but his A1 is fantastic. Hits 2 times plus multiple extra hits if he has a Cold Heart with him. He messes with turn meter. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with this guy. Okay, and our last 30 days, we get 1 5-star chicken. Okay. And 2 4-star chickens, or 3. Underwhelming. If they went more 5-star, so we could hopefully get this new legendary to a 6-star faster, would be greatly preferred, but then again, it's something we didn't have before, so can't complain too much. Let's check her out. Wow, she looks awesome. Okay, she is a legendary defense barbarian. So anytime we get a defense champion, I'm always excited because you get damage along with your sustainability. So her A1 is attack one enemy, has a 20% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns, also has a 30% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 15. And that's on her A1. This is really good. I like this ability. And of course, we can always book these up, even though getting books is very, very hard. Which brings me back to these reward logins. They should throw in a couple extra books. I mean, they're giving us a free legendary. I mean, give us some chickens, give us a couple books to really help us out. Like, for some people, this might be their very first legendary. Okay, anyway, sorry, side tangent. Her A2, attack all enemies 2 times. I like that. Each hit has a 20% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. Wow. Okay. Right away, that is that's amazing. I'm thinking of running her with my monster. Between her stunning and him stunning, you would just lock down waves. They'd never get a chance to move. So as soon as you get her, if it seems like if you have monster, put these 2 on the same team, and if you're having any issues, especially being defense and monster being HP, you're gonna run through content. I'm really surprised this is a free legendary. Okay, and her last one, revive an ally with 50% HP and places a 50% ally protection buff on them for 2 turns. Let's see, 6 turns, get it down to a 4 turn. It's not bad. It's not amazing, but That's not bad. Yeah. I think I'm going to try to get her leveled up pretty quick. I'm looking forward to running her. And man, the artwork is just amazing. Okay, so let's see what else came in this patch. Go down to news. Okay, new platinum tier reward system. Looks like they gave us some new chests. So you get an ultra plat, super plat, and a standard plat for the first 3, 4 through 20, 21 through 30. Okay. I guess I'm not really worried about this. Only 300 people playing this game are ever gonna get these chests. So that's very underwhelming. That would be really nice if they would have at least included gold in here. It's like they're really just giving this to the whales. But, all right. So we have a parry set. It's a 4-piece set. This is going to increase speed by 18%, crit damage by 30%, and a 50% chance to get unkillable for 1 turn when hit with a fatal hit. All right, that's a pretty decent set. And if you needed, you'd still have an extra 2 pieces to stack more speed, more crit damage. It's not bad. It's just a shame the rest of us won't be able to get this. And I say this as someone who is not in Platinum, has never been in Platinum. I'm currently in Gold 4. I have a feeling I'll be there for a long, long time. I'm not a whale. I don't spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on this game. I don't have an auto clicker that I leave on day and night. Just a standard player who really enjoys this game, grinds it out, and yeah, so it's a decent set, but I doubt I'll ever see it. Okay, and then you have a deflection set. It's a 4-piece. HP by 20%, defense by 20%, and a 25% chance to deflect 1 debuff onto the attacker when a debuff is placed on the wearer. Okay. I'd kind of like to see this possibly on a Pumpkin Jack. That might be pretty cool because he's getting his HP, give him a little defense also, and, you know, throw a debuff back on an attacker. It's not too bad. Okay, and then we have some badges of honor, which are pretty cool. I know a lot of people have been asking for them whenever you beat a certain level of dungeon or do something that you just reached a new level in the game. Yeah, it'd be really cool to get a badge or a picture that says, hey, I did this. That kind of stuff is always fun. And we just covered the logins. It's about time we have this, so I'm really glad they did it. It would be fantastic if after these 180 days, if they just cycled it again and had a new one. They don't even have to throw any legendary champions, just the other stuff. Sorry about the coffee, and my kid's next to me, and he's coughing. Don't worry, we don't got the virus. Okay, we covered these legendary, we covered the champions. New champion for St. Patrick's Day. Ooh, is this going to be a fusion? That'd be kind of cool. All right, he is a Banner Lord. Let's go check this guy out. Sorry, this is the first time I'm seeing this. I just got home, pounded a protein shake, and I'm just trying to put out a fun video. Okay, Banner Lords. Who here don't I recognize? Oh, it said he was magic. Ah, this guy. Look at that. Luck of the Irish. All right, buddy, go. Okay, definitely St. Patrick's Day. Pretty cool. All right, he is a legendary attack Banner Lord. So he has pretty decent speed. He has good attack. Defense is pretty decent. All right. So his A1, attack 1 enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 35% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed for 2 turns. Each hit also has a 35% chance of stealing 30% of the target's current turn meter. So once again, on an A1 especially, a multi-hitter that we can mess with turn meter, fantastic ability. This alone, I like this character already. And of course, we can throw books that are very hard to get at him and increase our chances. All right, his A2, attack one enemy, has an 85% chance of placing a block cooldown skill debuff for 4 turns. Pretty cool. Also has a 35% chance of placing a block cooldown skill debuff on all other enemies for 1 turn. All right, very useful. What's the cooldown on that? Get that to a 3 turn. So yeah, block cooldown skill will always be up. Wow. All right, I'm liking this guy. His A3, attack one enemy, has a 75% chance of placing a stun, one of the best abilities in the game, for 1 turn. Has a 25% chance of placing the stun debuff for 2 turns instead, and stealing 50% of the target's current turn meter. Resets the cooldown if this skill kills the target. All right, I'm assuming, especially for an A3, this must be a real heavy hitter, especially if it has to kill the enemy. Yeah. Okay, his passive places one of the following buffs on this champion for 2 turns at the start of each round. So we have increased attack, crit damage, crit rate, strengthen, and block damage. Place one of the following on this champion. Oh, okay. So it's like tossing a 5-sided dice and you're guaranteed to get some type of utility. All right, that's a little RNG involved. I'd prefer the constant value, but I prefer the constant because you know what you're going to get from the champion every time. This is kind of up in the air, but to be fair, this is just an added bonus. They don't even have to throw this in there. The rest of his 3 abilities are pretty cool. I really like his A1, messing with turn meter. So the passive, yeah, it just makes him that much better in my eyes. And every one of these is a bonus. Yeah. All right, and he has an aura in all battles, 25%. All right, I like this guy. If he's a fusion, I don't know if I would go completely crazy and drain all my resources to get him. But if it was a reasonable one, yeah, I think I might go for him. Or maybe that's just an added character and there'll be another one for St. Patrick's Day. All right, and we go back to the, oop, got a gem. All right, let's hit up the news again, find out where we left off. All right. Yep, here we go. All right, and they also increased the number of lesser potions that drop from stages 12 to 15 in the Infinity Keeps. Okay. I do the 15s constantly, and it is annoying getting those lower drops, so this is a nice added addition. What I'd like to say is on stages 12 through 15, or especially 15, it would be amazing if we stop getting a single brew. That really gets me. You're putting in this all this effort, and you get a single brew. That gets me every time. Okay, this one I did notice. The Gold Pass indicator level. So what this is it's just going to be a little symbol on your icon. So let's go to Clan Boss. So this is me right here. And you see on the upper right, it has a indicator. And all this is saying is the percentage where you're at on the Battle Pass. So I currently completed mine. So I'm at 100%. And Skull Crusher 77 above me has completed his. So I don't see the big deal in this. I guess you could call it bragging rights. I don't really see what it would be bragging, but you know, I guess if it makes one person smile and feel good, sure. I'd rather them work on something else. But it is what it is. Not that big of a deal. Okay, where were we? Okay, then we have some fixes to some champions. This is always nice. So Frozen Banshee, she's one of the rares that was added in the Battle Pass. So the old version had a 10% chance of placing a 25% poison sensitivity debuff for 2 turns. The chance increased by 10% for each debuff on the target. So in layman's terms, you run her in the clan boss and she will not place poison sensitivity unless you stacked a whole bunch of debuffs on the enemy. Poisons, attack down, defense down. She wouldn't even attempt to do this. So it really made her unusable. I have a 5-year-old who's playing this game now, and he got her, and so I thought she'd be good for his account, tried it, she wasn't placing it. It's very disappointed in that. So the new version places a 25% poison sensitivity debuff for 2 turns. Huh. So it sounds like they took away the chance and now she's just gonna place it. Alright, if that's honestly how it works, that's great. Yannica. She's been around a few times. So I don't currently have her. I've never played her. I do smack her around in the arena quite a bit. Alright, fixed the bugs that prevented the skill from doing critical damage. Alright, using her, I can see how that would be annoying, playing against her, you know, whatever. The skill now works as intended. Multiple skills that prevent the target from reviving were fixed and work now as intended. When War Master or Giant Slayer masteries are activated. Here's a list of champions and their effects. Alright, so it looks like they fixed some stuff with War Master and Giant Slayer on these following champions. I currently use Occult Brawler in my clan boss team. Haven't noticed any issues with him, but maybe I wasn't paying that close of attention. Hell, maybe I needed to be smacked around. Okay, and that looks about it. And this is just covering some other minor things they did. Fixed clan boss damage display. Fixed how weaken debuff is displayed on the battle pop-up. Alright, I'm not sure why that was an issue. I've never seen spiderlings descend frozen, but I guess that would be kind of funny. Plarium crashes, that's nice. It's always annoying when the game crashes, so if they can do it less, that'd be great. Okay, nothing major. Alright, so it looks like that wraps it up for patch 1.1315. I'm sorry, 1.13.5. Okay, so I guess that wraps it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed the content and the update, you know, please give me a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe. I'm always looking for new people and to grow my channel. I'm just starting out and I'm having a great time with this. I love putting videos out. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying them. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, me just showing updates and not just trying to put out guides, I'll gladly do that if you want to leave that for me in the comments down below. And I will see you on the next video. Keep gaming.